you're into tech, this is the video for you. So if you searched on bootcamps, this is the video for you. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. Today I am excited to talk about coding bootcamps. We've been talking about here on the channel, we've been talking about money, we've done some shorts, and now, you know what, let's dive into tech. This is not an advertisement, or I'm not pushing any bootcamp your way. Actually, I wish that you're going to this is just going to help you make a decision. I hope that my input will make a difference or will help you in making your decision. So let's get into the video. So what is a coding bootcamp? A coding bootcamp is an intensive learning experience that takes place over some time. It could be from as few as 3 months to even up to 1 year. There are two types of bootcamps. There's the bootcamp where you pay upfront fees, and this also varies from $3,000 to up to $30,000 or even $50,000. So there's the bootcamps that you pay upfront and the bootcamps that you pay after you get a job. And obviously, due to like just the sound of that makes me think, of course I want to pay after, but of course that's not always a viable option, because like this is debt that's going to follow you. So to me that sounds like debt, but of course it's just it's like safe to know that I'm joining this bootcamp and they'll do their best to make sure I get a job so that I can pay them back. I mean, definitely leave a link to the 2 bootcamps that I'm going to talk about. Definitely leave a list of all the bootcamps that I came across, but I found only 2 that you pay after. They offer the opportunity for you to only pay once you get a job. They will definitely prepare you for the job industry, increasing the chances of you paying them. That's how it sounds to me. I don't know why it's not more popular. Did some research on success rates, but I can't promise anything. So this is definitely not advice or a push. This isn't sponsored by either of the companies or the bootcamps that I'm going to mention in this video. So why would you join a bootcamp? For example, one of the bootcamps I'll talk about, it teaches you how to work remotely, because it's promoting remote jobs that teach you pair programming, that teach you how to work remotely, etc. Guys, I'm sorry for the noise around me. Why would you join a bootcamp? Of course, if you're trying to change your career from something that's not tech related into something that's tech related, and if you're trying to change your career, if you're trying to learn, if you're trying to improve your skills, if you feel like you're not ready, you would join a bootcamp. Also, many people say that this doesn't matter, but I think it does. I feel like the routines that a bootcamp gives you, the structure, giving you direct knowledge. Why not join a bootcamp? Okay, so yeah, based on my previous point where I have had a bunch of people saying that having self-discipline depends on you and it doesn't matter about the structure of the bootcamp. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this would be a reason I wouldn't join a bootcamp, because my self-discipline is not at its highest. It works both ways. So depending on who you are, if you just really lack self-discipline, the bootcamps, routines, and structures won't change that for you. So I found these 2 bootcamps that actually cover development, that's front-end development or full-stack development. And this is Microverse and Lambda, which is now known as BloomTech. What do you have to do to get into a bootcamp? Fortunately, you're not paying for the bootcamp. However, they don't just admit people who have zero knowledge. They learn and then test yourself in order to get into the class. It's a bit intense before you join, because they want also to increase their success rate. I mean, you wouldn't blame them. You're already secure on your end. You're going to pay after you get a job, so you have to make them secure. I was planning to compare both Microverse and Lambda. Okay, BloomTech. Microverse it only teaches full stack development, and that's HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Ruby, and Rails. And also it now teaches soft skills, which is pair programming, remote working, etc. I feel like BloomTech has more opportunities because it has data science, it has backend, front end, full stack, many other categories of tech. However, at this point, I think I'm just going to add that if you're in the diaspora and not in the US, you will have to pay for BloomTech prior upfront fees, unlike Microverse, which is available for most countries, and you get to pay after. For Microverse, you pay 15% of your income every month after you get a job that pays you above $1,000 per month. So until that amount adds up to $15,000, you will pay 15% of your income that has to be above $1,000 every month. I feel like those are good odds, meaning that if you're making less than $1,000, you will not pay. But as soon as you start earning above $1,000 a month, you start paying 15% of your income until the value adds up to $15,000. This could take from somewhere between 2 years to 10 years, depending on how much you're making. So I feel like after they've given you all the skill, all the knowledge, it's up to you completely to make sure that you're able to pay them. So for BloomTech, however, they have a more flexible vibe, if I have to say, because BloomTech, you pay only 17% of your income, only if you're making, get this, $5,000 per month. Guys, damn. BloomTech is so attractive, and if you're in the US, definitely. Okay, I said I'm not pushing anyone, so I won't. So BloomTech, you pay 17% of your income for 24 months. Their cap is $30,000. As long as 24 months are over, possibility that you won't pay $30,000. If you're not able to get a job within an year of completing the bootcamp, BloomTech refunds you. I'm just saying that this is a great opportunity for people who are in the US, and so you just have to be in the US. Anyway, I feel like both of them are a great bootcamp. I've already started doing tests for Microverse, and my desire is to join the team. And maybe after I'm done with they're both 10 months. After I'm done with the 10 months duration bootcamp for Microverse, maybe I'll feel readier to join the tech industry. They don't do the interviews for you. They just refer you to companies and they refer you to do interviews, but they don't do interviews for you. So you're going to have to learn things that are not taught at bootcamps. For example, doing technical interviews. This is the hardest part of interviews, of getting jobs, that I've heard from people who are in tech. So you're going to have to somehow learn how to code and learn how to get a job, because obviously it wouldn't be fun to think that I'm finishing this bootcamp, now let me learn how to get a job. Anyway, guys, I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, you can hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber and you'd like to be updated on this, go ahead and subscribe. If you have a question, you can just leave it in the comment section below. I'll get to it when I get to it. Just kidding. I'm going to respond immediately after you post the comment. You can teach yourself to code. In fact, I encourage you guys to teach yourself to code. You need discipline for both bootcamp and being self-taught. We provide guidance and help you build your portfolio with not just any projects, but real life projects. As I had mentioned, you get to work with people, and this actually prepares you for the industry. And I bet companies that are hiring wouldn't mind you having the skill called team player. So you also get career support and peer support. For Microverse, I have gotten to see that they provide career coaches who you can access anytime, ask any question. After you're done with the bootcamp, you can call them in and ask them questions about your interviews, etc, etc. Yeah, it really sounds too good to be true, and that's why, guys, I'll keep you updated on everything. You get to learn actively and practice to work remotely. Puts you ahead in interviews. I also believe going through a bootcamp will definitely boost your confidence. It boosts your confidence in so many ways. If you have an opportunity to join a bootcamp that allows you to pay after you get a job, why not? So guys, I am excited to put this video at a full stop. If you know someone who's into tech and is willing to join a coding bootcamp, you can forward them this video. Thank you for joining me. See you on the next one. Watch this video that YouTube thinks you should watch from my channel. Why not? Go ahead.